Hello, this is Peter Baumann speaking, and I'm going to present you the EarthServer Federation now. So, where do we stand? After the age of millions of products that have been served over FTP, we now have Datacubes as an accepted cornerstone for not only analysis-ready data, but also for visualization and fusion. That is the passive data part. Then the next step is actionable Datacubes, where we can ask any question anytime and on any dimensional data without coding. We don't have to become programming experts. This principle actually has been pioneered with Rasterman since early on, and with array and Datacube query languages. Talking about that, we actually have standards for that in place today. So in OGC we find the web coverage service, web coverage processing service, and in ISO we find the multi-dimensional array, the MDA extension to the SQL query language. Okay, so we can offer interfaces that allow people to access such installations, but so far these have been isolated. The next step obviously is, let's put them together into federations. And this is where EarthServer comes into play. EarthServer actually is an open federation of large-scale data providers offering full location transparency. It's an initiative that has intercontinental roots. It has been established through European funded projects, where reviewers and the European Commission said in the end that there is proven evidence that this will significantly transform how to access and use data. And that's exactly what we are doing now. So on EarthServer currently we have Sentinel data available, so all the Sentinel data from the DIAS archives. We have Lancet, Terra and Aqua. We have lots of products from sea ice, sea surface temperature, etc., to land, like soil moisture and precipitation. We have DEMs and a variety of more data that the different data centers contribute. Obviously there is a varying geographic and temporal extent, and it's also continuously growing, so more data are coming in as more data centers join in. And we have a list of them that are waiting currently for getting integrated. Technology-wise, if I said location transparent processing, that means that users send queries without needing to know where the data sit, and this holds even for Fusion. How does that work? Well, we use this ISO SQL MDA language where external incoming requests are transformed to, and then we find out, okay, for the yellow part we can solve that immediately because we have the data. Not so for the orange part, because we don't have the data. However, we know a buddy in the cloud, and so we can cut out the orange part, send it over to node B and have it answered there. The same principle that we apply in the cloud, we actually also can do between data centers, and so the blue part we would send out to the blue house, have it processed there and get back the result for integration. That we have done by splitting one query over more than 1000 cloud nodes, so this works. We are currently actually extending that to moving targets in the European Space Agency's OPSSAT. Rasterman is installed, and we are working on integrating that into query processing, making the satellite effectively a Datacube engine. But that's a different topic. Let's come back and let's get away from technology and to the users. Actually, users are not confined to a particular client. Actually, they can stay in the comfort zone of their well-known tools, because thanks to the open standards, any client can attach itself to the Datacube Federation that supports the standards too. That can range from map navigation over virtual globes to WebGIS, and finally analytics, where you can use Python or R to access the federation. Okay, so this is actually what we have. EarthServer is the worldwide first Datacube federation. It's operational, it's working, and when you come as a user you will find that actually you have a wealth of data available in terms of volume, but also a wide spectrum of data that you can mix and match as you like. Location transparency means that you see a single data space even if you do distributed data fusion. The whole thing is based on open standards, so you can utilize your favorite clients on the APIs offered. From a data provider perspective, the benefit is that there's a critical mass peer community where you can contribute your data in a free of cost manner, open, transparent, and with a democratic governance. The charter is currently in progress. It's based on some inclusive co-design process with the data centers. And actually we are accepting membership requests to grow the federation even further. With that, let me thank you for your attention and wish you a nice Phi week. Bye bye.